G'day, how's it going? EVE Online Series number 14. It is Sabre SG here, and we're looking at, I've just called it the Tanky Rifter, really original I know. Doing some solo PvP around faction warfare. And yeah, I'm starting to fly ships that I'm just not familiar with. I've never flown a Rifter before. Minmatar and Minmatar ships I'm not too familiar with. But it's been good fun, and the ship is a lot more tanky than I thought. But if you're enjoying the content, like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. Righto, so let's have a look at the Rifter. I've just called it the Tanky Rifter because it's pretty bloody tanky. Where is it? 6,440 effective health points, and has an ancillary armor ripper as well. It's pretty good for a frigate. I did have to use a 2% power grid implant to make this work. I think if you're fully maxed out skills wise, you can get away with a 1%er, but yeah, 2% for me. So we've got two Trimark number pump 1s, Projectile burst Aerator 2, 150mm AutoCannons, web scram Afterburner, 400mm plate, damage control, a repper, and a Gyrostabilizer II. Yeah. So that's the fit. I found myself using, this is with Hail in at the moment, 186.3 TPS, which is pretty good for a frigate. But I did find myself using Fusion quite a lot. To exploit the explosive resistance or the weakness that a lot of ships that I was fighting tended to have. But yeah, let's get into some fights. Okay, so in this fight I am up against an Atron. There's so many Atrons around faction warfare, it's not funny. He has got superior speed, so better range control than me. I'm trying to keep him at range at 4k, but he's closing nice and close to get his void into me. But I'm one tanky little bastard, and I outlast him pretty much. But yeah, good fight. Right, so in this fight I am up against a Rifter. I came in on the Plex on him, and after a bit of farting around he decided to come in and fight me. And he comes right into the brawling range, and he is actually flying a fit that is very, very similar to mine. The big difference being that I decided to use a power grid implant to be able to make my fit work, whereas he has got small ancillary current routers and a small processor blocking unit to make his fit work. So in the tank department I out edge him just. As you can see, it's really, really close. I'm starting to get a bit low on cap. Gotta start managing that heat on my guns and turn that off. Last thing you want to do is burn your guns out, which I've done many times. Yeah, see, we're both into structure, it's neck and neck. The big difference being that I've got that little bit of extra tank. But yeah, good fight. Alright, another Atron fight. They're everywhere. But I'm in the Plex this time, and he can whoops in on me, and he immediately closes range, it's nice and close. So I start to try and pull range to get out of his void damage. So yep, now I'm starting to pull range, and he has got to make a choice whether to swap over to void, but it's too far into the fight to really swap over. So his void's not hitting me, I'm hitting him, and there we go, good fight. Righto, so this fight I arrive at the gate and then there's an Incursus there, so I quickly follow after him. So he's got a couple seconds on me and being on the plex and getting prepared. And his fit is interesting. He turns out to be a dual web Incursus, which I don't ever think I've ever come across before. So he controls range really well. Luckily I'd already had fusion put in to exploit that explosive hole. So yeah, it's just a matter of DPS and tank now. So it's just hoping that my DPS can punch through his reps. But the Ripper's pretty tanky, even though he's controlling range, and I edge out the win. And yeah, good fight. Righto, so in this fight I'm jumping into the plex onto a Kestrel. I much prefer being inside the plex so I can control range a lot better, and I land right on top of him pretty much. So I go about trying to get a little bit of range on him. And again, he's got an interesting fit. He's gone for an extra small shield extender rather than having your standard web scram setup, or even your dual web setup. So yeah, it's interesting how in a lot of frigate fights, even if people are not pointed, they still stick around and fight to the death. It's like, I'm going to kill you or I'm going to die. It's only a frigate, so who cares? I don't know, it's a good mentality to have. I like it. So he has gone for extra tank, but I'm one tanky little bugger, and I managed to outlast him. Yeah, good fight. Righto, so another fight with a Incursus, and it's another dual web Incursus. Though this one has extra tank, it's got 3 transverse bulkhead ones in the rig slots. And he's also going with a tracking enhancer in the low slot rather than an extra damage mod, which is interesting. Thought blasters have usually got pretty damn good in tracking anyway, so damage mod might be better, but I'm no expert, so what do I know? But anyway, he's controlling range really well. I'm starting to pull away a little bit, but I think he notices what I'm up to and he starts to close range again. So it's just a battle of the tanks, and it's a pretty close fight. Pretty sketchy, but I do edge out the win, and yeah, good fight to him. So there you have it. That is the Rifter, the tanky Rifter. It was a lot more tanky than I thought it was going to be. My first experience of really having a go at flying the Rifter and analysing it a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the fights, and if you enjoyed the video, like, comment and subscribe, all that good stuff, and yibbida, that's all folks, and I'll catch you in the next video.